concussion. He left the game. We hope he's okay. Proud of our team. Very proud of our team. Very difficult situation for us today offensively with all the changes. But I'll answer any questions I can. Well, it's tough. I thought, you got to remember the Bengals are a good defensive front. Geno Atkins, he's been in Honolulu or wherever the hell the Pro Bowl is. He's been there every year. And Dunlap's a great player. They got a very good front. And Hubbard is a up-and-coming player out of Ohio State. But we got to do better. We got to do better. And I will acknowledge that was one tough situation that we were put under today.
Do you have an issue with the energy level, particularly in the first half of your game?
No. Yeah, he did. I was really pleased with him. We're excited about him. Handled the ball on a jet sweep. You see the speed. Caught a shallow cross, turned a corner. You see the size and speed and the upside that he has. I was really pleased with his ability to learn quickly, as were these two guards. Forget about how they played. Just learning the snap count, being able to go up there and audible and switch stunts and handle the system was a challenge. But I'm really happy with Waller. Yeah, they did a good job. They obviously we didn't have much time at times too. We were looking for them in some passing situations, and we struggled. I think you could see that.
Why do you think that Joe Mixon was able to get free?
Well, Mixon got a lot of touches. He got a lot of looks, and you give a great back that many carries, he's going to make some runs. One of the runs he made was spectacular. One of the runs, a toss for the touchdown, I thought we got outflanked on. It was a well-blocked play, but he's a heck of a player.
What do you think of the offensive line play? There were a couple penalties there on goal to go.
Yeah.
Sacks.
Yeah, I'm not going to single them out. They put in a very tough spot today. As tough a spot as I've ever called plays with a group of guys that are just getting to know each other. And Cincinnati, I don't care what the record is or what the stat sheet says or what Pro Football Focus says. Geno Atkins is a problem. Dunlap is a problem. They got a very good front. They have had for a long time. And we got a lot of moving pieces right now, and it's not easy at this stage of the season to get everybody coordinated for 60 minutes.
What do you want to see from the rest of the season?
I want to keep battling, keep playing. We were in this game in the fourth quarter today. We were one possession down, with 5 minutes, 6 minutes left in the ball game. I want to see us finish with authority, with as much juice as we have and much heart and soul as we can showcase. That's what we're going to do.
What did you see on the long ball situation? You think let him
Yeah, I can't see much. Just they blew a coverage. He's wide open. It's a big play. You should get points. You should get more than 3 in that situation. But Jordy had another big game for us. Obviously, he's getting healthy, and that's a good sign.
What do you continue to see from Carlson?
Yeah, he's been a real bright spot for us. Hopefully, as I said a few weeks ago, he's the long-term solution here for the next several years. You get a kicker, he's going to be your leading scorer every year. And to give a guy like this that can kick off and make long-range field goals and critical field goals is exciting. There are some positives, but it stings, man. This stings. It's hard to lose. Well, we had a couple 2-minute drives at the end of the game. We're 2 possessions behind at the end of the half, I should say. We had 2-minute opportunities, and then we had some 2-minute opportunities at the end of the game. We fumbled the ball on a running play. We had some penalties. We were unable to convert on third down. We got to run the ball more. We got to run it better. But it's hard to function right now with a lot of the moving parts that we have. It's a credit to our team for moving the ball and keeping us in the game.
2 more guys. We're good? Okay.
All right, guys. That's it.
I think for them, their fourth and fifth, guard, I think that they did a great job of coming in and playing. We didn't change the plan. We called what we called, what we normally would do, and they were able to play football with us. And I think that they did a good job. Obviously, there's a couple plays here and there they'd want back, but for the most, that's anybody. But for the most part, I think for the situation that they were thrown into, for the circumstance that was, I thought they did a really good job.
I know the numbers say they're probably the worst defense in the league. Is it different when you see guys like Atkins and Dunlap up there, and is that why maybe you weren't able to get the running game going as much?
Oh yeah, and just like I said at the beginning of the week, we also played the number 8 defense in the league last week, and we're able to win. Numbers are numbers. You see what's on film. You see who's out there. They got 3 first-round picks in the secondary. They got Dunlap and Gino and Michael and all the other guys, and they got good football players. So a lot of the plays, and then you get into it. Where did the yards come from? Oh, well, he just misfitted that, or they just messed up that. And once they correct that, it'd be a salty day for them. So. You got to give them their credit. They're a good defense, and I never take anything when I look at rankings. That never is anything for me.
What impressed you most your tight end Waller today? He hasn't played a lot, obviously. But the big reception he had,
His speed. That day one when he showed up is his speed. He's very smart to be able to pick up this offense. Obviously that's the kind of guys Coach Gruden likes. Good football players that are smart. Can pick things up fast and play hard, and he does all those things really well. And he had a good role for us today, and obviously, with the way he plays, you see that expanding. He's a weapon for us, and I'm glad that we have him because he's really fast. He covers ground, man. You don't see many tight ends, besides Cookie, taking it up the sideline the way that he did, right? And so, running through the zone the way that he did, though he tried to pass it off, and he was just too fast. We're just going to keep featuring Lee in the pass game. The coaches did a great job of setting that up, making it look just like the run, and Lee, snuck out again. They brought their safety across, and I was like, soon at pre-alignment, I was like, oh man, they're probably doubling Lee. I would, and then sure enough, man, coaches did a great job of scheming that one and getting Lee open. So. Obviously, he's a good target, but the best thing that he does, man, besides being a great teammate, is his blocking. So we'll make sure we feature that. But anytime we can give him the ball and get some points, it's a good thing.
Did you see him celebrate it? I mean, he gave one heck of a nice Christmas gift to a kid.
Yes, he did. We laughed earlier in the week because I was watching some target tapes on all the corners. With injuries, you never know who plays, and I'm watching a preseason game, and I see someone score, and I saw a pretty athletic receiver try and jump in the crowd and couldn't make it, so I told Lee that he had to try it. So that's where that came from.
On the long ball to Jordy, would you have liked that one back to?
I mean, yeah, hindsight, absolutely. I wish I put more on it, because he started digging right when I threw it. He was wide open. I honestly I was trying to just put it on him so he could catch it and then just run. And as I went to throw it, he was digging, then looked back and had to slow down. So in hindsight, absolutely. I wish I threw a down the field ball. But when he was that wide open in my mind, I was like, I'm not overthrowing this. I'm just going to make sure we catch it because I've seen that play too many times overthrow. I mean, they had one today, where they missed a touchdown. You never want to miss those. But yes, I wish I threw it farther in that circumstance.
The coach said that he wanted to finish the year with authority.
Yeah.
You're getting to know him pretty well. What does he mean by that?
Oh man, he just our effort, the way that we train, the way that we practice, the way that we play. There's no denying. I mean. He's an offensive guy, from the heart. He's talking to us, especially. He tells us, our effort and our finish, our grittiness. Obviously, it's not ideal situations right now, but he just wants us to finish with everything in us, and we don't have any quitters. We have a lot of good dudes, and we're going to finish the right way. Every team that plays us, we got 2 more. They know that we're going to bring it. They know that we're going to play football, and that's what he expects.
Not that you were targeted, but couldn't help to notice under receiving, Carr, 1 reception.
Yeah.
-9 yards.
Yeah, that hurt. I got to get that up. But it was a reaction. The ball, it got tipped, and I wasn't even thinking. I just stuck my hand out and caught the ball. I honestly wish I just let it fall, but it is what it is. I'm not going to get featured either in the pass game.
A couple more guys.
Here, this is a different type
question, because I just get one shot at you too, but can you explain the tattoo on your arm about Jeremiah 29:11?
Oh, yeah. You know, my grandfather was a pastor at the same church for over 30 years, and before him it was my uncle. And my mom leads worship there now. I mean, we're pretty rooted, in that place. And before he passed away, he just wanted all his grandchildren to know Jeremiah 29:11, because we couldn't understand, like, why is the best person we know, laying here with cancer. We couldn't get it, or with a tumor. We're like, it just doesn't make sense to us. And he made sure he instilled that in us, and it's just a remembrance of, just how good God is, to us, even through hard times. And he wanted to make sure that we knew that, and I love him for that.
All set?
Yeah. Yeah, we were able, there was a couple plays. There was one on the sack for the fumble. I was about to throw it to him. He was coming open on that. That would have been a big one. And then there was another one where, not another one. There's a lot of times where they're doubling him, trying to make it look like they weren't, but guys outside. He's got help coming inside, kind of a thing. So we had to have other guys win, in those circumstances. And so they did a good job of mixing that up. But I thought that he also did a good job of winning. There was another time he won on a route. I just didn't have time to throw it. I had to throw the shallow to Jordy. So they did a good job of trying to take him away for the most part. But I also think that we have a couple more seconds here or there or whatever. He'd have another big day.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.